Good night. Good night, St. Maarten, and welcome to your favorite online program, www.sxmtalk.com. Of course, I'm your host here, Christopher Emmanuel, and we're going to have a pretty heated discussion here tonight on live and serious discussion. And I'm not going to mince words, and you know when I say that, I'll be getting a bit harsh on some individuals. And I think I'm a bit over having a lover's quarrel. Okay, I think it has turned into an argument now because we see things going on and happening on the island that is, how should I say it, not in a good standing with one that has vision or understand the needs and the priority of this country. But you see, these are the things that happen when you're sharing government. So call a friend, tell them log on now to www.sxmtalk.com. We're going to be getting right into the program. Of course, I had a few days off, medical leave reasons. I was off island, and I'm back. So we got to see how those things turn out. But what am I talking about? I see that we have a very heated issue going on right now, and that's concerning the drag strip filling of the pond cricket area. But before I get to that, I want to get to the double homicide, the double killing of a couple here on the island, allegedly that have been committed by a security guard of Jamaican descent. You know, that is what has been alleged. And I'm going to say it plain, I'm going to say it frank, and I'm going to say it as it is. I put the responsibility of this incident, this horrific and gruesome incident, solely, only on the shoulders, on the back of the Justice Minister, Roland Duncan. I am blaming him directly for this incident. I'm going to tell you why. Now, there are, you see, we have countries such as the United States of America, Canada, England, those large countries that have a growing population of Jamaicans. Now, it's not that I'm trying to find my words or select my words to appease individuals. No. Right? I'm going to speak frank and I'm going to speak plain. However, this is not to say that each and every Jamaican on this island is a vagabond, is a criminal, or whatever is being considered that those countries are exporting or deporting or getting rid of them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we are on a 37 square mile island. 37 square mile island. We have countries like Canada, the United States, and Great Britain, England, that are deporting the nationals of Jamaica that commit crimes, murders, that are wanted, are on the run. And where do they end up? Here on St. Maarten. Cayman don't want to see them. Antigua is flushing them out. Because many of them are criminals, thieves, murderers. But what do our Justice Minister do? Give them a free pass. Walk into St. Maarten how you want. Come on in. But no. And because I know the kind of government we are, I know the people that we are, right? We are one that are reactive. So we react to things. So something has to happen, and then we try to solve the problem or the situation. But we can't foresee. Now I am saying, right? All the security companies that is on this island, do you guys do background checks on these individuals? Who are they? Where are they coming from? Do they have a police record? But we are opening the floodgates, allowing them to come into St. Maarten, set up shop, get jobs here, guarding our airport, guarding our banks, guarding our post office, guarding our schools, guarding our parliament bill. They're all over the place. Because our justice minister allowed this to happen. Don't stop them. Sign in for them to come in. All right? Again, what we hear, a security guard. Okay? Now, I have watched a lot of Law and Order, CSI, and many things to understand and know, based on what you're hearing of the crime. It's not the modus operandi, the way the crime was done, or what is being told of the crime. This is not a new criminal. The individual is not someone who did this for the first time. And I am sure, if his pictures release, and many Jamaicans on this island who know him would say, boy, this man is a murderer. Ratty, this man is a criminal, blood clit. But they don't, you know who man this be? I sure you can hear them saying that. But what do we do here in St. Maarten? Oh, come, it's all right. It's okay. Walk in and look what happened. And you know what got me so upset? What got me so angry? This is destroying, hurting, diminishing our tourism product. Because they are not just people that fly over the night. They are business people here in St. Maarten, vacationers, land and property and home owners here on St. Maarten. They invested in this country. It doesn't have an American blog, website, news that is not carrying this story. We are done in harsh economic times already. Okay? And what do our government do? What do they say? We are adamant about a drag strip. And, you know, remember, this is just the initial reports. Now, after the fact, you have the official condemning the crime. Okay? After the fact, you hear them sending out apologies, sending out statements, saying all sorts of things. After the fact. And you know, we have been warning, I have been warning many of our leaders, officials, for a very long time to get your house in order. Prioritize. Huh? Left, right, and center, we got them all over the place. It's not the first time. There was another security guard that did a killing when they found a victim, another Caucasian female, in the bushes. They found her in the bushes. Crime committed by a security guard. You got a gypsy driver, the gypsy model, the gypsy, whoever you call them. I mean, look, listen. Yes, St. Maarteners commit crime too, but there's my criminals. They are St. Maarten criminals. We have to deal with our criminals. Because just like every society, we got our ills. We got our decadence. But we don't have to tolerate no one else coming from anywhere and committing crime here on this island. And what do we get from the Prime Minister? I condemn this thing. Condemn this act in the greatest form. What do we get from the Deputy Prime Minister? Not acceptable. The United People's Party and this and that. Who the hell cares about party right now? Every blinking thing is politics for you people. The United and the Up Party and the people of government and of St. Maarten sincerely condemn this. Who cares? They're dead now. But you see, St. Maarten, What you sow is what you reap. What you plant is what grow. And you guys are so concerned about filling your pockets. You're so concerned about greed. You're so concerned about things that is not priority for this country, that these sort of things happen. Okay? There are no criterias. There's no policies. So anybody could be a security officer. Somebody could just come out of jail, some riffraff, he could be gone in here because of cheap labor. And who suffers? Not Ocean Club. The people of St. Maarten suffers because the country now is being viewed as a crime haven. As a crime haven. Now, you know, this is a famous saying. Peter pay for Paul, and Paul pay for all. The justice minister is still quiet. You're not hearing nothing from him. Okay? Visa restrictions should be placed on all right now. As a matter of fact, it is time to close the gates here in St. Maarten. We have had enough of people coming into this country. We don't have room for nobody else. We have had enough. But we have a government that held bent on satisfying foreigners in this country than rather looking out for the needs of the local people. My concern is that we import abundance of people. However, we have no clue who they are. Huh? We have no clue who they are. Where's the policy that says, look, listen, things have to be in place? Where is it? That's my concern. We're importing poverty to this country, destroying our tourism fabric, destroying our tourism product, destroying our tourism foundation. That's all we have to live on here in this country. And we have a bunch of people in government who cares nothing but getting themselves rich and filling up their pockets. Okay? Can't see the bottom. Did this thing have me so distraught? Now people will say, yeah, but crime happened everywhere. I don't care about what happened else everywhere. My concern is what happened here in St. Maarten. I see my boy Olivia Arenell has a blog saying that look how they find the criminals fast, look how they find the perpetrators fast for this crime. But the Haitian girl now is gone in a year, 2 years, 3 years, and they haven't found nothing yet. Yes, just as horrific. Just as shameful, just as bad. Okay, crime is crime. And you're right. And you're right. But crime is crime. And I'm not picking one over the other. All right? So, what are you going to do now, Prime Minister? What are you going to do now, Deputy Prime Minister? What are you going to do now, Justice Minister? What are you going to do? Because we have you guys who's leaders, but we can't get, up to now, a governing accord, a governing program. And these are the things that have me upset. Because when we was in opposition, we criticized the government before for not bringing out a government accord, a governing program. Where is ours? So I'm not having a lover's argument no more. I'm having a lover's quarrel. I'm having an argument. I'm upset now with my government. Why are we not looking to cater for knowledge-based economy and stop importing poverty in this country? Stop it. And then we got a ridiculous notion, oh, they're doing the jobs what we don't want to do. That's bull crap. Because if we get paid properly to do the jobs, many of us would do it. I hope it's a wake-up call. I seriously hope it's a wake-up call. Now, I want to switch the topic and go to my party leader in Parliament, Mr. George Pantoflet, talking about food prices increasing because of external factors, and we have no control over it because of gas price going up here and gas. Let me say something. Let me say something to you, Mr. Pantoflet. Martin Luther King said, we should not equate dissent with loyalty. Not because we are part of a government that is selling this gibberish and dribble juice nonsense to the public, that means we should go along with it. Okay? That means we should go along with it. I forgot to print out the Wall Street Journal, okay, of September 19th, when they are talking about gas prices are plummeting. Going down. September 19th. Gas prices are going down. They are plummeting. And investors on Wall Street are scared because they want to know what is going on. I don't know if the engineer could pull up that Wall Street Journal. Okay? Google gas prices or something, you're going to see it. I forgot to print it out today because I want to prove something to the people of St. Maarten, because whenever I say it, you got the smart people. They're starting to back. So it ain't me what's saying it. It's not me what having it, what making the discussion. Here we have a reputable newspaper or magazine that everybody looks at when it comes to finances, when it comes to investing, when it comes to Wall Street. They are the ones saying it, that gas prices are plummeting and investors are scared. Okay? That's what they are saying. But what are we here saying in St. Maarten? Because of the growing conflict in the Middle East, and this with Iran, our copy and paste regular. And what troubles me is that they just come up with it in the economic affairs and the ministry come up with some statement trying to explain it. The only reason why you're trying to explain it is because people are figuring out that you're telling lies, you're telling garbage, and you're telling nonsense. So here we have Rudy Heilager selling some press statement or whatever, trying to explain it using all sorts of words. But it just doesn't make sense. Let me explain to you why it doesn't make sense. You cannot buy a case of Coke on Monday for $12. On Monday, you buy a case of Coke for $12. On Tuesday, you take 2 bottles, 2 cans out, and you sell it to 2 grocery stores for $15 on Tuesday. All right? But on Wednesday, you hear that the manufacturer making the Coke raising the prices on Coke. So on Wednesday, they raise it. The manufacturer raise the price on Wednesday. What you do here in St. Maarten, the same Coke where you buy for $10 on the Monday, you raise it now. And then you want to say, oh yeah, we had to raise it because the manufacturer raised their price on Wednesday. But it's that same case that you bought for $10. So how you could go and raise it? The same case where you bought for $10 on Monday. Same case. The case ain't finished yet. It's not empty as yet. Okay? You buy it for $10 on Monday. You sell it for $15 on Tuesday. The manufacturer raising it now to $20 on Wednesday, and you gonna come here? That same case where you bought for $10, you're raising it for $20 because he raised his for $20. But you bought it for $10. You ain't wait for it to run out. And I'm getting the economics paper that states there's supposed to be a lapse of 30 days. What do we do here in St. Maarten? We raise it 7 days after, 12 days after, because we don't read and we don't know nothing. So I want to ask my government this question. The government that I am part of. I want to ask you this question. Why did we change government? Why? What's the reason? Because you guys are doing the identical same thing that they were doing. Same thing. And you know, it's only because I have dedicated people. Dedicated people. They may not like me to call their names, but I'm going to call their names tonight, that are behind this production that we are doing here. They believe in it. They like what they're doing. Dedicated people like Reginald Richardson, Apollonia Violinas, Harley Duran, and some other other individuals that are dedicated, take their time out, their money, they buy equipment, they pay bills for this program. We all do it. We're on the button. We always looking at what needs to be up to date. Is why I don't train at all, because I am trying to be vindicated, because sometimes I get a ray of hope that St. Maarten people are understanding and we are feeling, we are seeing what is going on. And then something happens and I'm saying to myself, we seem to regress. Every time we make a step forward, we make 10 to 20 steps backwards. Now, I saw my boy Ruben Thompson had it up, but I don't know if he sort of dug inside my head and opened my brain and saw the same thing. Gas price gone up. Food prices going up. Okay? GB going up. Cost of living going up. All right? The country is filthy. Tourists, investors getting killed on the island. Robberies are rampant. But nobody ain't protesting. Nobody ain't coming together. Nobody ain't joining hands. Nobody ain't signing up for none of those things. What could destroy the island? We are not signing up for nothing like that. Okay? We don't care about those things. But a drag strip. We coming together to protest why we want a drag strip. I mean, seriously? Something is wrong with us here in this country. And oh my goodness, something really wrong with us in this country. Now, let me say this, because I had a discussion with some friends of mine, and points was thrown back and forth, pros and cons, reasons, this and that. And I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going to budge from it. I'm going to move from it. I am not against having a drag strip on St. Maarten. No. I'm not against that. Yes, there should be a drag strip for that few handful that indulge and like that sort of thing. I have no problem with that. What I have a fundamental issue with is the filling of the pond for the drag strip, for the cricket field. That's what I have an issue with. Okay? That's what I have a problem. All right? We can't fix Rahul Illich Sports Complex. Upkeep Foundation get monies and we don't know what it has to do with it. All right? It's in a mess. The little video that I have going out, please sign it. The track is horrible. It's closed down. The roof, the benches, everything is just dilapidated. But we can't fix that. Okay? Melford Hazel. We can't fix that. The boys up in Fort William can't get their basketball court and stuff yet. Can't find monies for that. That was promised to them too. That was promised. And Mr. Franz Richardson, Member of Parliament, what's the bright side? What's the economic? You come up in the newspaper, you want to show the good. What is it? Because I don't understand nothing you're saying in that newspaper article. Oh, you made a promise. And as a commissioner, a promise made should be a promise kept. You promised Fort William fellas and them a basketball court and this and that and all kind of stuff too. What happened to that promise? You seriously want us to go down the line of things that was promised? I I have a list of them here, and I'm not even going to get into it. But St. Maarten people, we have our priorities out of whack. We seriously have issues in this country. Serious. We seriously have issues in this country. Okay? One met me on the road today and told me about your promises. What is my promises? Huh? They told me about your promises, France. That's what they told me. But you see what happened, St. Maarten? This is what you get when you're in a coalition government. So while we have all these ills going on, these serious and pertinent issues that have many St. Maarten people becoming indigent. What do our Prime Minister do? She doing Zumba in front of the government building. Zumba. I tell you, we sick in this country. We are crazy people in this country. Seriously. Huh? You guys could come together. You could come together for a drag strip. I have no problem with you coming together, you know. It shows that for what we want, there's interest for it. There's interest to it. But we just had a double murder, a double homicide that could ricochet throughout the whole of the United States, where 75% of our tourist product comes from. But nobody is coming together for that. Nobody coming together for that. Huh? Where's the legislation? The stiffer penalties for serious criminal offenses, where is it? I mean, we sit in Parliament and are you rant and rave and talk about all sort of things. Are you we in trouble, St. Maarten. We in trouble. Cockfight, a big petition, a big issue. All kinds of stuff. We could come together for those asinine things. Things that are trivial really. Okay? Turnover tax likely to stay. No, we don't care about that. Minimum wage still the way it is. We don't care about that. 2 people got killed. We don't care about that. Food prices going up. We don't care about that. GEBE bills going up. We don't care about that. Gas prices gone up. We don't care about that. Children going to school hungry. We don't care about that. But hey, the environmental groups trying to stop our drag strip. Let's get together. Let's protest. Let's march. I'm not against your drag strip. I'm not against it. I'm against the filling in of the pond for the drag strip. And I hope St. Maarten people understand and see how government does lie to you. Because, I say it again, when Walmart was coming St. Maarten, or Kmart was coming St. Maarten, and they wanted a certain amount of area to put on the building. We are talking about a giant in terms of supermarket, in terms of a commercial department store. A giant. Hundreds of people would have been working. Jobs would have been created. Prices would have gone down. What did government say? Oh, we can't fill in the pond. The pond can't be filled in. But look now. Look now. Huh? We care about a government who's going to bring tempo for us to party while our schools lack material. Tempo turn 7 or 8 or whatever. Who cares? This is what I don't get. I don't get it. Mr. Romain Laville, MP, who cares what tempo turns? Who cares? Explain to me and the people of St. Maarten what tempo is doing for us. Explain to me. Mr. Romeo Pantoflet, the Haitian physicians going to bring much needed economy or boost much needed money. How? Stop looking for a photo up to be in a newspaper talking crap, talking foolishness. Explain how. How is it going to bring much needed money to the economy? That's what we want to know. That's what I need to know. That's what I want to hear. How is it going to do it? For crying out loud, man. Don't think that everybody didn't go to school. We went to school. My mom didn't raise no fool, partner. Stop talking nonsense, the whole government as a whole. You guys are chatting crap. Government is adamant with a cricket stadium and a drag strip. No building permit. Huh? And you see, these are the things that makes us upset. So, when we was in opposition and the cars was going on, they had nothing, your mouth was big. It must stop. But you're doing the same blinking thing now. What's the difference? You see the guy who's behind Tempo? He used to be here in St. Maarten, you know. He used to live here once upon a time. The guy is a genius. He's brilliant. You know why? He's all over the region, getting government to pay top dollar to do what? Tempo. Tempo turns 7. Tempo turns this. Government paying for it. He's brilliant. Huh? What are we getting? What are we making? Shadow Man said I have to pay for everything to get on Tempo. Who's making the money? He makes the money. He makes the money. Listen, tomorrow we're going to be off. Wednesday we're going to have Ruben Thompson coming in. Thursday we're going to have some guys from the drag strip to talk about their points over the years, the promises that government has made, okay, for a drag strip. Friday I might be home alone depending on who wants to come on. You see? I don't know. It is depressing when you're not in a position to help people and in a decision-making position to put your foot down and say that absolutely not. This is unacceptable. So again, my question is out there to this government, especially the National Alliance faction, the National Alliance coalition. I'm asking you guys, why did we change government? Why did we change government? Tonight is a very short program. You see? And the thing is, I have so many things to talk about. I have a lot of things to talk about. But St. Maarten, wake up. Wake up. Government is not doing it to you, you are doing it to yourself. Why are you doing it to yourself? Because we are allowing government to do it to us. Okay? We are allowing government to do it to us. Whenever it comes to whenever it comes to us, the people, wanting something, we can't get it. It's always a story, it's always a reason. All right? We can't stop the causeway because, and to me it's the most ridiculous statement a government official, minister could make. Most ridiculous. We had all the gum, all the mouth, all the teeth when we was in our position. So we are like a little goldfish in a you know the small little aquarium bowl? We are like one little goldfish there. And he's a big goldfish. Chest up in the air. Swimming around. Goldfish in the tank. Because he's the only one there, so he's king. The big goldfish. Now we take him out. We throw him in a little pond. You can't see him. All of a sudden now he bazadi. He dizzy. He like, but where be? He don't know what to say. Can't talk. All right? Right now, this is the lowest rating every member of government is getting, and it's a 0. From the Prime Minister right down, it's a 0, because you guys are not working. You're leisure, you're on vacation. You're sleeping at the helm. Okay? So I'm going to send this message out to government. Captain, the ship is sinking. Captain, the seas are rough. Shall we abandon ship or shall we stay on it? Because we don't know what is going on, because everything is a project here. This project and that project and this project. But the social needs of this country, okay, the social needs of this country is 0, is nada. The seas are rough. The seas are rough. We're going to pay for it come 2014. Because people are not dumb, deaf, and blind anymore. This is a very long haul. And it's the first time they got to wait 4 years. First time. So because of that wait, everybody's acute. Everybody's senses are up. It may not be for the right that would come 2014. A lot of us, a lot of you guys going to pay for what you're doing here now. Going to pay for it. I'm going to end the program here tonight. I'm going to leave it off here tonight. St. Maarten people. We're going to be back here on Wednesday with Ruben Thompson again. You know. And then Thursday, God Spare Our Lives. We're going to have members from the Drag Strip Committee Foundation, whatever they're calling themselves. Those in favor of it. And like I said, to make my point clear again, I am not against a drag strip. What am I against? What I'm adamant about is the filling of the pond for the drag strip. That's what I'm standing up to. That's what I'm standing up to. I have a suggestion. I have an alternative. Okay? And government, get all your act together. Because don't feel because you're government you could do what you want. You don't need no permit, you don't need nothing. Don't feel so. Because when people start to do it, don't come and tell them that they need a permit. Don't tell them that they build this here and they don't say it. Because then you're the biggest hypocrite around. Take care of yourselves, St. Maarten people. God bless each and every one of you guys. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
There was a time when people dare not utter a word. There was a time when people were in the dark and searching for accurate information. Just when all hope is lost and frustration hangs in the balance, SXMTalk emerges and broke the silence. Join host Christopher Emmanuel for live and serious discussions and hard talk.